Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Alicia and it has been so long since I sat down and filmed a video and talked to you guys. It's been like a couple months now, I feel like, but I wanted to do a video just to give you guys a budget update since I have been budgeting for the last couple months of the year, or the first couple months of the year, and I wanted to talk about that along with some of our setups that we did for our budget planner. And I also did want to give you guys a life update too, since I've been wanting to do that for a while, but then I ended up going into labor early. I will have timestamps below for this video in case you guys want to skip ahead straight to like the budget aspects of it, but let me just fill you guys in real quick. So it is going to be just a little bit talkative right now, but our baby was born a few weeks ago on February 11th. By the time this video comes up, she should be a month old, and the time has just been flying. Honestly, I wanted to get a couple more videos up before she was due, or before I had a scheduled C-section, but she ended up going into labor early and ended up doing a VBAC, which was a natural birth with her, and it was successful. So I'm feeling really good. I thought that I would need more time on maternity leave from away from the shop because I thought I was going to be doing a C-section, but since I was able to do a vaginal, I am feeling really good. My experience was really nice. But I wanted to also talk to you guys about some of the stressors that I had prior to going into labor, because I did want to talk to you guys about that as well, since I was MIA from YouTube for a little bit and I was behind a lot and I was very unmotivated and I had very little energy as well. I know some of it has to do with being in my third trimester during that period, but I did also want to just fill you guys in that I did also have like stresses from my day job. My team that I was on was going to not be there anymore, so I was really stressed out about job security, and I was picking up a lot of additional duties that I had to do as well. I was just not having the best time. So after work was over, I just was really unmotivated to get other things done. And I do apologize to you guys so much, since I know that I was very excited to get a lot of the 2024 budget planner videos up with you guys, and I kind of fell off the train with those. Things should be better. Supposedly I'm going to be, I don't know if forced is the best way to say it, but like I am going to be moved to a different team, so I'm hoping that things go well when I am back from maternity leave. But I'm just trying not to think about it too much. But I'm here, I'm really excited to start filming YouTube videos again. I am trying my best to get videos filmed when I have energy. Do bear with me as I try my best to get back into things, but I do hope that you guys are doing well, and thank you guys so much for being so patient and understanding. I've been getting messages from some of you guys, and honestly I appreciate it so much. I can't explain enough how appreciative I am of you guys, so thank you guys so much again. But okay, so let's go ahead and just talk about our budget. So I'm really excited. I have been budgeting for January and February for the month, which I'm very proud of myself for, because normally when we get pregnant or our babies pop out, I have a tendency of falling off of everything, unfortunately, but I've been doing pretty good. But I do want to talk about our 2024 budget planner setups first. So we do have our emergency fund set up together along with our savings board. I was supposed to start this savings challenge in January, but I have not even touched it yet. So I'm hoping that for the month of March, if our newborn allows me to, I would love to start filming videos again and start getting into this savings challenge with you guys. But we also did set up our bills for the last several years as well. I do have to fill this out for February actually, but that's a different story. But I do have tons of other spreads that I'm still have yet to do, because I did want to set them up on camera with you guys. So I'm going to try to work through those. I'm honestly not going to try to hold myself for too much. I'm trying to give myself some leniency as I recover from birth and try to get my life back in order. I wanted to just talk about those since I have not mentioned them in a while. I do also want to film another video kind of recapping our 2023. All of the spreads I want to just flip through with you guys so you guys can see the different layouts along with all of our fails and successes. But I want to also recap our 2023 end of the year spreads too. So I'm hoping to film that at some point, and I can have that flip through overview with you guys for 2023. But now to kind of talk about our budget for January, I do have our January spread set up here. So this is kind of how our spending was like. This was our key with all the color coordinations. We did only have 13 unspent for January, which I feel like is the least amount we've had in a while. We were able to successfully complete our January savings challenge, and I do have our savings challenges available for January to June. January and February are no longer available since the months are over. If you guys are interested in those, I do actually have them listed in the shop by quarters, by January, February, March, and April, May, June. But these are the ones that I have. I will talk about these again in our new releases video that should be going up soon. But this was the one for March, which is going to be $90 as a goal. The stickers you just kind of place as you save that amount, like $25, $18, $15, $20, $12, and then as you save that amount, you'll kind of stick the sticker on there, and then whatever amount you're able to save, you'll write the total. But if you're able to save all 5 of them, that will equal to $90. So for January, it was $75. For February, it is $70 with the little bows. April is $100. Then we have May for $75, and then June is $85. So I try to switch out the little stickers each month, so it's really different, I guess you could say. But these are the ones that are also freebies depending on the amount that is ordered as well as what was ordered. I try to match it to whatever month was ordered, but these are just another random freebie that I throw in orders depending on the amount. But I do have an array of different random freebies, so some of you guys are probably already familiar with them. I feel like I have so many of them, but I have yet to change them in quite a while. And then of course I still have my share and save freebies. If you guys use the link that's in the description box below or in my Instagram, it essentially is just an extra freebie to say thank you for using the link, because it does help me with all of the Etsy fees. Using the link has Etsy give back 4% of the fees that they took out from each order. For example, Etsy has fees like 6.5% plus an additional quarter plus 3% plus like 20 cents off listings. There's a bunch of different fees for Etsy, which is really sad, but I'm thinking that's probably why they started this program, maybe for sellers to help cut back on some of the fees that they take out. I'm honestly not sure, but I do have these little freebies here if you guys are interested in. These will be thrown in for those that use the share and save freebie, and what those look like is essentially like this, where there's a savings goal of how much and then the actual that you're able to save. Same with the debt payment goal, however much, and then the actual that was able to save. But anyway, so right before this video I filmed my new releases video, and I feel like I rushed through that thing so quickly because I haven't filmed in so long and I had a lot of nerves, so I'm trying to slow it down, and I don't know if I'm slowing it down too much or not. But anyway, okay, so we have the monthly view. This is what it ended up looking like. I do also have my debt payment spreads that I did for January and February as well, but I don't want to show you guys them just yet because I do want to do it on camera with you guys for March and then kind of backtrack and show you guys so I can catch you guys up that way. Other than that, we have January. I did have this cover our 401k amounts. We have our student loan amounts that we have currently, the important overviews for the month, this month for our savings goal and debt payment, our spendings amount, our credit score. But I figured out that our credit score for mine, the reason why it dropped so much is because my student loans, my monthly payment for student loans, it basically all goes to interest. And because of that, my credit score dropped so much. I ended up making a payment towards principal in January, and then it skyrocketed back to, one of them went to $797 again. So I have no clue really, but I think that's the correlation between them, between my credit score, why it dropped so much since December. But my husband's is still looking good for the most part, so I'm keeping an eye on mine, making sure nothing else looks funky on there. One of you guys asked me about the Experian, I believe. I use the Experian app to track that one, but for Equifax and TransUnion, I use Credit Karma to track those. Both of those apps are free. I don't pay for the extended version or whatever. I mainly just use them to get like a brief overview summary of our credit score history, if there's any pulls, anything funky looking, stuff like that, and then I get the credit score from those. But we have our savings tracker, our variable income. So yes, for January we got our first YouTube paycheck. This was from June to December. I kind of want to write that in here, but for June to December I got my first YouTube paycheck in January. I just want to thank you guys so much. So it was $111.27, and oh my gosh, it just makes me so happy. But I did want to just fill you guys in on that as well. Let's see, we ended up owing $477 on taxes. Honestly, I think the biggest reason is because we had our daughter added as a dependent for our paycheck, and it ended up messing up our whole entire taxes. So my husband ended up removing her, and hopefully next year's taxes will be better. That was kind of such a bummer that we ended up owing taxes. We've never had to owe taxes before either, but anyway, that was one of the sad things for January, which is very unexpected because I was counting on having additional funds to hopefully pay for medical bills or to help pay down debts or to do something with those funds, but that is okay. We ended up adding $500 from our short-term savings to help out with our negative sinking funds, since we were negative in sinking funds at the end of December. I feel like we're constantly negative because we've been spending so much from our sinking funds accounts, so I've been trying to balance it out. A lot of the funds that we've been spending is from our baby category, and that's just been taking quite the hit. But besides that, everything else has been looking fairly good overall for the month of January. But now let's go to February. So this is how February spread ended up looking as well. This was the colorway and all the expenses, our successful savings tracker. Oh, I realized we have 13 none spent for February too. Interesting. Okay. We have our dashboard as well, along with our savings tracker. We have our variable income. Talking about our variable income spread for this month, we ended up redeeming some of our cash rewards from 2 of our credit cards. One of them, we redeemed $115.23. We mainly use this for gas, and we redeem it probably twice a year, I would say. This is 4% cash back on gas for our car, so that's kind of why we mainly use it for that. And then we have our city card, which is 2% cash back on everything, and we redeemed $300. Just to give you guys an idea of when the last time it was that we redeemed from our credit card. Let's see, because I like to try to see how long ago it was to give you guys an idea. So last time was back in November. We redeemed $400, which is very crazy because that was only like what, 4 months of accumulations. I guess because of the, I'm assuming it's probably because of the holiday time. Maybe we spent a little bit more than I would have hoped to. But for that 400, the accumulation was since April. So April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. In 7 months, it accumulated to 400. Okay. I hope I didn't just like sidetrack too much there. I was just also curious myself, but that is how much we redeem for rewards. And I'm getting short-term disability. So essentially my company and short-term disability, they're both paying a portion of my paycheck. I guess that's the best way to explain it. But I got 2 of those so far. They're paying per week, so I just want to keep that private for right now. In general, I think for March's variable income, like our paycheck stuff, I'm going to keep private because they're so conjumbled. That's really it for these portions. And then yeah, I think that's really it for the most part. But then I do want to talk about our sinking funds as well. We did spend so much money from sinking funds. We did have a couple of unbudgeted expenses for the hospital, along with my husband's student loans. Nelnet is seriously something else. Like, I don't know why their stuff is so delayed, but I thought that it didn't pay again, and then I went to go manually pay, and I ended up double paying for the month of February. But that's just a different story. But for the hospital, since we went into labor so randomly, we were planning on having like foods and snacks and stuff like packed, and since we went into labor so randomly, we ended up eating out quite a bit. My husband kept picking up food for me, and that was in total for like the whole hospital stay was $231. I took that out of unbudgeted because I know for a fact we would not have been able to pay for it from our eating out category. So that was $318 in total. That was unbudgeted, and ended up making us be in the negative by $191. Then we also spent for my baby category quite a bit, and now we're negative by $259, which is fun. But that is kind of what February looked like for that. And I just want to catch you up on those two. For March, I am going to be budgeting with you guys on camera as well, because our short-term account has collected quite a bit because of these extra paychecks that we got from, because of these extra portion paychecks that we got from February, along with we got an extra paycheck in December and an extra paycheck in January. So those should help us with paying for our medical bills. So far, our medical bills are estimating around $2,000. I don't know, as more comes in, it'll probably increase. But I did also want to mention that my husband is currently on unpaid leave. His company does not give him paid leave, unfortunately. So he went on unpaid leave, and he's still on unpaid leave, because for us, I feel like this is the time that if we're able to take that time to bond with our family, bond with our newborn, everything is kind of priceless. I don't want to regret it down the line that we did not take that time off. It was kind of a tough decision. It's always a tough decision because, I mean, you need money to live and you need to work for money, essentially. That's kind of how the world is. But at the same time, I just wanted to take advantage of a few weeks for our family to kind of enjoy this period together. He's not taking the full time off. He's just taking several weeks off, so we're able to just enjoy these times together, and he's able to help me with the babies while I kind of figure back out our budget and get back into the swing of things. But that is what this budget update looks like and life update looks like. This video lasted a lot longer than I thought it would, and I feel like I babbled a lot for quite a bit of it too. Anyway, I hope that you guys did enjoy this video at least. Thank you guys so much as always for watching. I am going to try to navigate through all these different budget videos as well, so I can start getting those up too. Fingers crossed that I'm able to find the time for it. But anyway, I hope that you guys have an amazing week, and hopefully I'll see you guys next time. Bye.